Welcome back my friends. In this video, I will guide you how you can design or customize the look of your homepage. So to customize your homepage, you have to customize your theme. So let's go to themes. We click on online store and this takes us to the theme automatically. So once we are here, we will be customizing the Beautify theme we added earlier in the video lessons. So here we have the Beautify theme. What we have to do is click on customize. And this takes us to the theme customization dashboard. So this is what you will see, and here are the customization features on the left side. The first thing which you should know when designing theme Beautify are these tabs right here with the lightning symbol. These are the add-ons of Beautify which comes with the paid plan. We will be sticking to the free plan, so we will not be using any of these features. Don't get disappointed, the free version is good enough to get you started and get an amazing, professional, top-notch online store, so don't worry about that. Later, when your store grows, you can definitely upgrade to a paid plan of Beautify and use these features, these add-ons. So these add-ons will add a particular feature, a function, or a particular look into your online store. But we can still make a professional store without using any of these add-ons. Also, in the upcoming video lessons, I will be showing you some free amazing Shopify apps which can do things similar to these add-ons. So these add-ons basically will work like those apps. So if you don't understand what these add-ons are for now, let it be, it doesn't matter. In the upcoming video lessons, when I talk about Shopify apps, you will understand what add-ons are, what apps are for Shopify. Right now, let's just not care about these things. So first of all, I just want to disable all the add-ons of Beautify. So to do that, I'm going to scroll down all the way right here. In theme settings, I'm going to click on it. And as you can see right here, it says Beautify add-ons, and we have 57 add-ons right now. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to disable all these add-ons. So I'm going to uncheck this, uncheck, and I'm going to do this for all this one. Uncheck, and I'm going to uncheck everything that is checked right now. Alright, so I uncheck all that, and now I'm going to click on save, which you should be doing. Once in a while, make sure you click on save so that you save all the progress so far. Otherwise, in case you lost the Wi-Fi connection, everything you have to start from scratch. So make sure you save it once in a while, every 2 or 3 minutes. Alright, now let's start the customization. The first thing which I want you to know is this icon right here. When you click on it, it says desktop, which means this is how your store will look like on desktop mode. If I click on this mobile, this is how your store will look like on mobile. And lastly, we have the full screen, and this is how it will look like on a wide screen. But this hides the editor, as you can see. So we're gonna be designing it in desktop mode so that we can see the progress right here, and we have the editor right here. Alright, so let's start customizing from the very top right here, which is the announcement bar, which you can see right here. So each of these elements or sections, you can find it in the order right here in the editor. We have the announcement, we have the header, we have the guarantee. As you can see, announcement, this is the header and this is the guarantee. And all the other tabs like this one where we have the lightning symbol, including this Instagram feed, we disable it. These are the add-ons of Beautify. Alright, so when you want to customize this announcement bar, you click on this announcement and you have all the customization right here. Alright, so within this announcement bar, we have the message, and this message will be this one. In case you don't want to click on an element from this editor, you can simply click on it from here. So in case you want to edit this guarantee, you click on this and it will take you to the editor. Alright, and you can edit it from here. Alternatively, what you can do is, here is the guarantee section, and if you want to customize this third guarantee, obviously it is this third element within the guarantee tab. I click on it and this takes us to the editor. So what I prefer clicking on the element and customizing it. So let's just start by customizing this text. I'm gonna click on it and it takes us right here. So for this one, I'm gonna say free shipping. Let's just try customizing. Free shipping for orders above US 74, as you can see at the very top. Now let's try customizing the followers and this side. I'm just gonna click on the announcement, and as you can see, we have the left message which says follow us, and let's just change it to welcome. You should see welcome right here. And now let's change this get in touch with. We can say contact us. Boom, as you can see right here. Now to change the color, you can't click here and change the color. The color has to be set in the theme. Alright, so to do it, I'm gonna show you. Go back here in the theme editor, and what you want to do to change the color is click on this theme settings right here at the bottom, and after that you should see a tab which says colors right here. Click on it, and here you can change all the colors. The drawer, the footer, and every color is here. So let's change the color of the announcement bar. This is called announcement bar. Alright, so for the announcement bar, we have the background as this color. I'm just gonna change it to pure black. Boom, and as you can see, we now change it to black, and you can see the effect is taking place right here. Now I'm gonna click on save. So next, let's try customizing the header, which is right here. So what we're gonna do is click on the header, and by default it has the name of our online store right here, and let's add our logo instead. So to add our logo, I'm just gonna scroll down here, and here select image. I'm gonna go here, and we have to upload our logo file. I'm gonna do that. So I have a logo created by myself, so here it is. I upload it and I select it. So here where it says inverted and mobile, I'm gonna upload the same images, the same logo, so that it appears the same all throughout our store. So in mobile, if you want, you can choose a different logo to be appeared on mobile and desktop, whatever you want, but I'm gonna keep it the same. So when we change to mobile, it's still gonna be the same logo, as you can see right here. And if you want to change the size of the logo, you want to make it a little more bigger, what you can do is you can increase the size right here. You can pull it up and it's gonna appear big, and you can also make it small. So adjust it and see which one looks the best. I'm just gonna keep it around 110. And also for desktop, you can change the size, play around and see which one looks the best. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. And next in the header, what you see is home, shop, track order, FAQs, and contact. And if you remember, this is the main menu we created. Next, we have this icon, which is search. This is default. And next, we have the cart icon. Alright, so for this menu, if you want to change it to a different menu, you can change it right here. Menu, it says main menu. You can change it if you want to change the menu. Just click on it. And then if you want to add the footer menu here instead, you can see we have the footer menu. So you can create any menu you want and you can add it at the header. Alright, so for this one, let's just add the main menu because that is what we created it for. And here you have the option to change the navigation type center. You can give it left. I just want to keep it center, but you have the option, remember that. And for this search icon and this card, you also have the option to change that. If you scroll down here, you should see something that says theme setting. Click on it, and here you can actually disable the search as well. You can also have language selector, but you have to add languages in your online store settings. And also the card type, it has drawer, and the card icon, you can change this as well. I want to change this to card instead of the bag. So this icon will change right now once it finishes loading. Boom, as you can see, it is now showing a card icon. And if you don't know what this card type means, it means what will happen if you click on the card icon. Now it has drawer, so when I click on it, instead of loading a new page, a drawer appears. Alright, so that's it. That's for the header. And now let's try adding some few more sections right above the guarantee but right below the header. So I'm gonna go back, and here we have the header right here, and here we have add section. So we're gonna begin by adding a section. And this is where you find all the sections which you can add in your store. For this, I just want to add a slideshow just to give you an example of how these things work. So I'm just gonna select this slideshow. And as you can see, the slideshow is about to be appearing right here, but it doesn't have any content yet. So I'm just gonna go down to this slideshow and click on this add slide, which you can see right here, add slide. And now we have a slide right here. And I'm gonna add one more slide. Boom. As you can see, we now have 2 slides. One, and we have one more here. All right. So let's add an image for the first slide. So to do that, you just go back. Here is the slide, and here is the first slide. So I just click on it, and here we can select the background image. Select. You can upload your own, and also you can use stock images provided by Shopify. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna use the stock images. I'm just gonna type in GIF. By the way, I'm not gonna give much thought here. I'm just gonna select whatever it is. For you, take time to make it look the best. For now, I'm just gonna select whatever it appears, just to show you how this thing works. Alright, so we have that right here. Now we have the slide right here. Let's edit the text. So here at the heading, it says slideshow. I'm just gonna change this to welcome. And let's just type something here as well. I'm just gonna say, boom, now we have welcome, the best gift store, surprise your loved ones. By the way, you have a lot of customization features, so make sure you play around and find what is the best looking for your online store. You have the text position in case you want to change it to top, middle, bottom, and you can set it differently for desktop mode, for mobile mode, and you can align it differently and all these things. Make sure you check all that. All right. So for this one, let's just keep it bottom, text position in desktop. So it's gonna move this to the bottom right here. I think this looks better. And also when you're designing, make sure you don't forget to look at the mobile as well. And for this mobile, as you can see, the slide is really big. Let's make it smaller. So I'm just gonna click on the slide. I'm just gonna go here in slideshow, and the section height in mobile is full. Let's just make it medium and let's see. Alright, so this looks a lot better, right? So what we're gonna do here in mobile, I'm gonna go to the first slide. And here I'm going to keep the text at the bottom as well. Text position bottom. Boom. As you can see, we now have it this way. Also, I think the buttons are quite big. The text is quite big. You can adjust all this in theme setting. So if you want to adjust the font and all, what you want to do is you want to go back here, and then you want to go to theme settings right here. And here you have typography. You click on that. And here you have the base size, the base title, letter spacing. You can adjust all that here. So I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller, just so that this one can fit in one line. Now it fits in one line, as you can see. And regarding this button, if you want to change the way it looks, what you can do is you go to the same thing, theme setting, and here you should go to advanced setting. And you scroll down. And one thing which will impact your store look is this border radius. So now it has 6px. So this border radius, if you move it all the way up here, everything is gonna be so roundy. I don't know what to say. Everything's gonna look like a circle. But if you just move it all the way to this side, everything is gonna be pointy. I'm gonna show you. See? If I move it, everything's gonna look super sharp, edgy. Alright? So see how it changes. Boom. As you can see, now everything is sharp. And if you move it all the way up here, everything is gonna look like an oval or a round. Boom. So play around with this and see which one looks good. I prefer keeping it to X, and that's my default setting. Next, regarding the button, what you want to play around is with the padding X, which is 24px right now. If I move this down to just 12px, you will see the x-axis gets smaller. And if I move the padding y to 8, you will see the y-axis getting smaller. Yep, now as you can see, it is getting smaller. Let's just go to desktop. Yeah, this looks a lot better now. The button is not super large. Yeah, that is it. And let me just save this. Also, one thing which you should certainly do is to change the color of the button. So let's do it. In theme setting, we go to color like before, and then we find buttons. As you can see, the color of the button is not good. I'm gonna change this to the color in my logo. I'm gonna do it right now. Alright, now it looks better. It is the same as the one which is in my logo. The next thing which you should definitely check is the link of your button. So let's do that right now. I'm just gonna go to this slideshow and then the first slide right here. And I'm gonna scroll down, find the links of the buttons. So the first button we have right now, it is shop now. You can change the words or the text if you want. And then it is linked to all products. So when you click on shop now, it will show all the products in our store. But you can link this to just specific product or a specific collection, depending on what you want. And next we have the learn more, and here learn more is also linked to all products, which doesn't make sense. So let's just change this now. Instead of learn more, I'm gonna say, alright, so instead of learn more, I rename it as about us, and we're gonna link this to the page we created, the page about us. So I click on pages, and I'm gonna link this to about us. Alright, so when people click on this about us, it is going to take us to the about us page. Next, let's click on save. One thing which you might have noticed is that the image here has a slight bit of blue tint overlay. Alright, so let's just make this black or white, something that is neutral. So to do that, we have to come down here in theme settings once again, and then colors, and when you scroll down, you should see there is an image overlay. Alright, so here now the color is slightly blue, so let's just change this to, let's say, black, and it should make this weirdness of blue go away. Alright, so now it has a black overlay, and in case you want to make the image pop out a bit more, what you can do is go to where you customize the color, which is right here, and the opacity, let's just lower it down, and you should see the image more clearly. Boom, as you can see. And if you want to make this darker, you just can pull this. Boom, it is darker. So let's just keep it around 26. I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks perfect. Alright, now we have the first slide created. You also have the option to add more slides, and here is our second slide. I haven't modified it, and I will not modify it because it is the same thing as modifying the first slide. But if you need more slides, feel free to add more slides. And also you have the option all here. You can show the arrows, you can show the dots. Also you can auto rotate it, which means even if the customer or the visitor doesn't press any button, the slide will keep rotating itself. Alright, now let's try adding a collection right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on add section, and I'm gonna select featured collection right here. Alright, now we have the featured collection. I'm gonna click on it, and here I'm gonna select the collection. So just to make this more efficient, I already added a few products in our online store to give you the example, and I also created the collection. So I'm just gonna click on select collection, home page, and I'm gonna click on select. Boom, as you can see, the products appear right here. You can also edit this heading right here. It says featured collection. I'm gonna rename this to best sellers this week. So now, as you can see right here, we have a product on sale which costs $24.99, but it is on sale for $19.99, and you see the color of the sale is red, right? So let's just change it to our theme color. So I'm just gonna go to theme settings, I'm gonna go to colors, I'm gonna scroll down. Alright, so here in sales price, you can see it is red. I'm gonna change it to our theme color, and as you can see, it is changing right here as well. That's it, and we're gonna click on save. You also have a lot of customization features right here: number of rows per row, desktop per row, mobile, and you can also check this so view all button, so that you have a view all button right here. You have a lot more customization features right here. Alright, so that's it for this section. Let's try adding one more section and customize it. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add one more section, and this time let's select a particular product. Alright, So I'm just gonna select this featured product. So after this, we have it right here. I'm gonna click on this featured product and I'm gonna select the product. Let's just go with this one. So from here, what you want to do is click on this featured product, which is the section we just added, and you have all the customization things right here. So I'm just gonna uncheck all this because I don't want the text to be appearing here. I don't want this product category to be appearing here. So I'm just gonna uncheck this show product type. It's going to remove this base on top, as you can see. And then I'm gonna remove this show product text. It's gonna remove that, as you can see. And you have the customization features right here. So product description, you can check that if you want. And as you can see, the product description is right here in a separate section. If you want it right after the add to cart, you can do that. Here, just click on under add to cart and it should be under the add to cart. Boom, right here you can scroll the product description while viewing the main image of the product. Alright, so you can also uncheck this one if you don't want a super long product description in your homepage. But in case you are selling an ebook or something like that and you have just one product in your online store, then that can be really useful just to have the product description in the homepage, because there you can actually describe the product, right? And here the color, let's just change this full detail. So theme color, I'm just gonna go to colors. You already know that. And this is actually a link, right? So full details is a link. So here it is, links and accents. I'm just gonna change it. As you can see, it changes. And so far so good, we have right here. So my friends, one thing which I want to tell you is that there are a lot of sections, a lot of different things which you can add. Make sure you play around with all these to find the best looking for the niche, for the business industry you are in. So for clothing, it can be something different. If you sell pet products, it can be something different. So make sure you try all this and see which one looks good, and make sure you copy the style or the look of a store which is already successful. Don't try to do things in your own way. Just copy something which is working, and obviously it will work for you. That's how the market works. All right, so for this video lesson, I'm not just gonna keep adding and doing stuff, because it's basically the same thing. You just add a section and then you customize it depending on how you want it to look. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip to the part where I customize this our guarantee section, which is a default section provided by Theme Debutify. So the theme guarantee section is right here. In case you want to hide it, you just can uncheck this show section and hide it, but I want to keep it because it is actually a really cool section. Alright, so let's just start with this first one. I'm just gonna click on here. First, I want to change the icon, which is loyalty right here. So I'm just gonna click on view all available icons. So here you have to find any icon you want. So let me just search for plain, and I'm gonna go with this one. I click on it, and here you see it says flight. You have to copy this one, copy, come back, and instead of the loyalty icon you have right here, you paste it, and as you can see, it changes to the icon of flight. Alright, and then you can say worldwide shipping. You can also change the text right here. Alright, so I just made up a short description which you can see right here, and I'm gonna do the same thing for these other two guarantee sections as well. So I'm just gonna click on this, change all the things. So first I'm gonna change the icon. Boom, I added all the three guarantee sections which you can see right here. And if you want, you can add one more section. So here you can see in guarantee, you can add one more right here, and you can have four guarantee sections if you need to. Also, make sure you look at the mobile view just to see if everything is looking good. If it doesn't, change some wordings, maybe change the size of the font and stuff, just to make sure everything looks perfect. Alright, so far so good. Let's go back to desktop mode. And lastly, let's customize the footer, which is right here. So the first thing which I want to customize here in footer is obviously the color, because this is not our theme color. So what I want to do is, I don't want this to be blue because I think it will look bad. So I'm just gonna make the footer black. Alright, so I'm just gonna go to colors. I'm gonna scroll down to footer. Alright, so here in footer, I'm just gonna change the background to pure black. And then the borders, I'm just gonna keep it white. The accent background, let's just make it gray. I'm not sure what this accent background is, but let's just change it. The button labels, let's just change this to white. And the buttons, let's change it to our default color. And the form elements, probably this one, let's just change this to not white, not black, but gray. A little darker gray maybe. Yep, perfect. And now as you can see, this looks perfect. Alright, there are a lot of things you can customize inside this footer. So here, just click on footer. Position of icons right, which means this side. But as you can see, there is no icons right now, even though it says follow us on social media. The reason is because we haven't added any link. Alright, so if you want to add links to your social media, what you want to do is you want to come here to theme settings. And here in social media, as you can see, you have to add in the link of your Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want. And every link you added, and you have to check here as well, and then the icon will appear right here. Alright, and you can change this word follow us on social media. Here you can change the word if you want, but I'm just gonna keep it as it is. And here at the bottom you can see powered by Shopify, theme by the Beautify. I'm going to uncheck all this just so that it doesn't show anything, because it doesn't look professional. I removed that. Next we have within footer share store details. And here you can write the About Us section. You can change the words here as well. Here, I'm just gonna say I just changed it, and under this we have the email and the phone number. Even though the phone number is checked, it is still not showing because our store has no phone number. So right now I'm gonna show you where you can edit this email and phone number back in Shopify. So I'm just gonna click on save. So we're gonna go back to the Shopify dashboard. To do that, I'm just gonna click on this one. But instead of clicking and going back from here, I'm gonna right click and click on open link in new tab. And then once you are in the Shopify dashboard, you go to settings right here. And then you go here in store details. And this is where you change the contact information. Edit, Shopify uses this to contact you, and customers see this email. So as an example, let's just use this business email, support@rainsoncourse.com, and the phone number, I'm just gonna type in a random phone number and then click on save. Now we come back to the editor, and then I'm just gonna click on refresh, and you should see the email and phone number. So here, boom, as you can see, the email is updated and we also have the phone number. Also make sure you change the wordings of this newsletter as well. So here in footer, why is footer? Alright, here in footer, the newsletter, make sure you change the wording, subscribe to our newsletter. You can remove the subheading as well, because it already has email me with news and offers, so people will know why they have to provide their name and email. If you are wondering what is newsletter, so people will sign up through this newsletter, and when they do so, you can send them offers and stuff from your Shopify admin. I'm not gonna add any more sections, but what I can tell you is that there are more than sections in this editor. Alright, so as an example, you can see right here we have a back to top button. If I click on this button, which is right here, it takes us to the top of the website. Alright, but right now it is at the very center of the website. I want this to be at the right side of the website. So to customize this, as this is not a section, alright, it will be in the theme settings and the advanced settings. I'm gonna scroll down, find it. So back to top button, you saw it. The position, I'm gonna make it right. Boom, as you can see now it is on the right side. One more thing which you should do is to add the favicon which you created before designing this. Once you go to theme settings, you should see favicon. As you can see right here, you click on favicon and here select image and upload your favicon. So when visitors browse my online store, they will see this as the favicon. And there is one last thing which you need to do, which is mandatory, which is necessary, which is important. Alright, so Here in theme settings, after you go here, you have to scroll all the way down and you should see something called checkout. Alright, you click on here, and here you have to add your logo once again. This is for the checkout page. Alright, so when people are trying to buy from you, they will go to the checkout page and they need to see your logo, right? And then you have to customize the colors here as well. The buttons, make sure it is your theme color. Accents, your theme color. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's just save. And let's see how the checkout page looks like. Alright, so I'm just gonna click on this home page right here. You can see at the top, I'm gonna click on this one. And let's just click on this checkout just to see how the checkout page looks like. I'm gonna click on checkout and you should see how it looks like. Boom, as you can see, we have our logo, we have the button, we have the refund policy, shipping policy. These are the policy pages. They are all the color of our theme. In case you want to make any changes, you are free to do it. The colors, the way how it looks, make sure you play around just to see which works best for you. And errors, there is this red one, so sold out, it is considered as an error, so obviously it is showing in red. And yeah, that's it. That's how you customize the theme of a Shopify store. So let's just go to homepage. So this is what we have created so far. Doesn't look bad, but I can do a much better job if I give the time. And make sure you do that. Take your time, add more sections, play around and see which looks the best. And that is it for this video lesson, my friends. In the upcoming video lessons, I will show you how to customize more stuff like product page. And that is it. See you in the next video lesson.